Kim Zolciak claims Kroy won't let her leave, pays for nothing. Kim Zolciak now claims that her estranged husband, Kroy-Biermann, will not let her leave. She has also added he pays for nothing and the burden has all fallen on her. This is a stark contrast to what Kroy has been alleging over the last several months. So what else is Kim dishing about her life with her ex? Keep reading for more details. Kim Zolciak claims Kroy won't let her leave, pays for nothing. While Kim Zolciak was away in Colombia filming Surreal Life, Villa of Secrets, she was constantly complaining. She claimed that every day, Kroy-Biermann was filing a new motion against her. All she was trying to do was make money by being on the show. Yet he was angry she was away and hindering her ability to do so. She also maintained that they had been intimate up until the time she left for her 2 weeks of filming. The duo had been struggling financially, owing over $1 million to the IRS, and trying to keep their Georgia mansion from being foreclosed upon. Kim has been selling items from the family's closet, but bills and lawsuits have mounted while cars are repossessed. The police have also been called repeatedly to the home, and the house faced its final foreclosure. They made a deal with Truist Bank to sell it by a certain date, or it would no longer be theirs. Kroy has since asked for a forced sale of the home since Kim allegedly won't budge on the sale price. Furthermore, he has shown how much money she has blown on shopping and noted she has a gambling problem. Kim has a different story, per TMZ. She explained that she pays for every single thing, not just for the home, but for the children as well. It also seems her eldest daughter, Kroy-Biermann, contributes to the family more than Kroy. Finally, Kim Zolciak alleged that Kroy would like to get back together. Kroy also had this to say to Kim. No one buys the story. Followers saw what Kim Zolciak had to say, and they immediately thought was telling tales. No one seemed to buy it and headed to the comment section. She has a gambling addiction. Girl, bye. Go actually work. You said you are a nurse, right? Go work. Stop it. We all know that she is the problem. His career was going so good before he met her sad. Kim Zolciak paced the sprawling marble kitchen of her Georgia mansion, her stilettos clicking against the pristine floor like a metronome of anxiety. The sunlight filtered through the massive windows, glinting off the chandelier above her. Everything about her surroundings screamed opulence, a carefully curated image she had worked tirelessly to build. Yet as she picked up her phone for the 5th time that morning, her manicured fingers trembled. I just don't understand how he thinks this is okay. She vented to her best friend, Sherry Whitfield, on the other end of the line. Sherry's calming hums only spurred Kim on further. He's acting like I'm some kind of prisoner in my own home. Kroy doesn't even pay for anything anymore. Nothing, Sherry. Not a single thing, Kim exclaimed, her voice tinged with exasperation. She leaned against the granite countertop, absent-mindedly twirling a strand of her platinum hair. Sherry sighed. Kim girl, you need to figure this out. This isn't healthy. You can't let him control you like this. Control me? Sherry, he's got the locks changed on the gates. I can't even leave unless he's the one opening them. And don't even get me started on my credit cards being cut off. The dramatic situation had escalated over the past few weeks. Kim and Kroy-Biermann's marital bliss, once plastered across the tabloids and reality TV screens, had unraveled into a messy public spectacle. While their social media posts once flaunted matching luxury cars and lavish family vacations, the current reality was far grimmer. Kroy's post-NFL career ventures had fizzled out, and their financial struggles were no longer whispers but headlines. Kim, ever the queen of reinvention, wasn't about to let the narrative slip from her control. If Kroy wanted to paint her as the villain, fine. She'd counter with her own story. one that cast her as the wronged, misunderstood heroine. After ending the call with Cherie, Kim marched into the living room, her eyes narrowing as she spotted Kroy sitting on the leather sectional. He was scrolling through his phone, oblivious to her steely glare. "Kroy, we need to talk," she announced, folding her arms across her chest. He didn't look up. "Not now, Kim. I'm busy." Her perfectly arched brows shot up. "Busy doing what? Checking Instagram? Making sure everyone knows you're the doting father who's holding this family together. Spare me." Finally, he set his phone down and looked at her, his expression weary. "What do you want, Kim? More money for another handbag? Another wig? We're not made of gold." Her mouth fell open. "Excuse me? You're the one who's supposed to be providing for this family. I've kept up my end of the bargain. I've built my brand. I've raised these kids. And now you're trying to make me out to be some spoiled, clueless wife." Kroy leaned back, his arms sprawled along the top of the couch. "Kim, the money is gone. You've been living like we're still on Don't Be Tardy, and I'm just trying to keep us afloat." She laughed, but there was no humor in it. "Oh, so now this is my fault. Let me remind you, Kroy, that I brought the spotlight to this family. I'm the reason we had a show in the first place. I'm the reason anyone even knows your name outside of football." Kroy's jaw tightened. "And I'm the one who kept this family grounded. Or at least I tried to. But you've been living in a fantasy world, Kim. The cars, the shopping sprees, the private jets, it's all catching up to us." She threw her hands in the air. "So what now? You're just going to keep me locked up here like some kind of trophy wife you don't even want anymore." His eyes darkened. "No one's locking you up. But if you're going to walk away from this family, don't expect me to bankroll your lifestyle anymore." Kim's heart raced. It was like a chess match where every move felt more precarious than the last. She needed to think. She needed a plan. Later that night, as the house fell into a tense silence, Kim retreated to her walk-in closet, her sanctuary. Surrounded by rows of designer shoes and racks of couture dresses, she pulled out her laptop. If Kroy wanted to play hardball, so could she. She began drafting a post for Instagram. The carefully chosen words flowed from her fingertips, each one designed to elicit sympathy from her followers. She'd paint the picture of a woman trapped, abandoned emotionally and financially by the man who once promised her the world. But halfway through, she paused. Did she really want to air all of this to the public? Would it help her, or would it just add fuel to the fire? She leaned back, staring at the blinking cursor on the screen. Kim knew how to control a narrative. She'd done it countless times on reality TV. But this wasn't just about a storyline anymore. This was her life, her children's lives. With a deep breath, she closed the laptop. Tomorrow, she'd consult her lawyer. She needed to know her rights, her options. Kroy might have the upper hand now, but Kim Zolciak wasn't one to back down. As she climbed into bed that night, her mind churned with strategies. She wasn't just fighting for her freedom. She was fighting to reclaim her identity. And if there was one thing Kim Zolciak knew how to do, it was survive.